Hi, this is Sendilnathan, mathematics teacher for class 12. Relations and functions. Second question. Consider this set A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Then R is equal to, they given relation R is equal to x comma y such that y is divisible by x. So y is divisible by x. So what are all the values will come? For example, y is divisible by x means it may be 1, x is 1, then y also may be 1, right? Yes, see here 1 comma 1, so 1 is divisible by 1. Another one 1 comma 2, 1 comma 3, 1 comma 4, 1 comma 5, 1 comma 6, because see here 3 is divisible by 1, 4 is divisible by 1, 5 is divisible by 1, 6 is divisible by 1, correct? Y is divisible by x means this is divisible by this, like this we can write. Okay, now x is 2 means y will be 4. Sorry, first 2 comma 2 also we can write 2 comma 4, 2 comma 6, right? If x is 3 means y also may be 3. If x is 3, y may be 6, right? Next, if you are taking 4 comma 4, then 4 comma 8 will come, but here 8 is not there, so 5, that's all. 4 over, if it is x value 5, y also 5. If x value 6, y value also 6, that's all. Elements are over. So this only we can write, which is possible by this condition. Y is divisible by x for this set means we can write like this only. Okay, now we have to say that this relation R is transitive, symmetric and reflexive or not. So first we have to check whether it is reflexive or not. So what is mean by reflexive? Same element, x value and y value must be same. For all elements it should be there. See here 1 comma 1 is there, 2 comma 2 is there, 3 comma 3 is there, 4 comma 4 is there, 5 comma 5 is there, 6 comma 6 is there. So instead of writing this everything, actually we have to write like this: 1 comma 1, 2 comma 2, 3 comma 3, 4 comma 4, 5 comma 5, 6 comma 6 belongs to R. So instead of writing like this, what I am writing, A comma A belongs to R for all A belongs to capital A. That's all. This is enough. This is the definition for reflexive, right? Already we completed in the first video. A comma A belongs to R for all A belongs to A. Then we can say that R is reflexive. That's all. Actually, for your understanding only I write this everything. Actually, this is no need. We have to write like this. This is enough. Before that we have to check whether everything, all elements are here or not. We have to check 1 comma 1, 2 comma 2, 3 comma 3. If any one is not there means we cannot say this is reflexive. Okay, next check for symmetric. What is the condition for symmetry? Recall that. Yeah, 1 comma 2 is there means 2 comma 1 must be there, right? 2 comma 1 is there? No. Suppose for example 2 comma 6 is there, 6 comma 2, no, it's not there. So any one element is missing means we can say this is not symmetric. So I am giving an example. For example, I am choosing anything you can take. I am taking this one, 1 comma 5. 1 comma 5 belongs to R, but 5 comma 1 not belongs to R. Therefore R is not symmetric. That's all. Okay, the next one, transitive. Actually, what is symmetric? What is transitive? A comma B belongs to R and B comma C belongs to R. Then we can say A comma C belongs to R means it is transitive, right? Here 1 comma 3 belongs to R, 3 comma 6 also belongs to R. Then we can say 1 comma 6 also belongs to R. See that? Clearly watch this. Actually 1 comma 2 I am considering. Okay, 1 comma 2 belongs to this R. Next suppose if I am taking 2 comma 4, so 1 comma 2, 2 comma 4, so then 1 comma 4 also must be here, right? 1 comma 4 is here. So like this we have to check for everything. 1 comma 3 is there, 3 comma 6 is there, so 1 comma 6 also must be there. See here, 1 comma 6 is there. For example, if I am taking 2 6 and 6 6, 2 6 6 6 means this and this, 2 comma 6 it's already there. So this is satisfied for all the elements, therefore we can say this is transitive. So how to write this? For example, I write 1 comma 3 belongs to R, 3 comma 6 belongs to R, and then 1 comma 6 belongs to R. But actually from the definition, A comma B belongs to R and B comma C belongs to R, and A comma C also belongs to R for all A comma B comma C. For all A comma B comma C belongs to R. Therefore what we can say? R is transitive. That's all. Okay. Suppose one more thing is there, equivalence relation. This is another type of relation. This is nothing but if any relation R is symmetric, transitive and reflexive, means reflexive, symmetric and transitive, means we can say that R is equivalence relation. That is, that relation should be reflexive, symmetric and transitive. This must satisfy all these three conditions. Then we can say this relation R is equivalence relation. That's all.